Aries, this isn't just a reading, it's your reckoning. You're not burning out, you're being reforged. Pause now, because what's ahead isn't prediction, it's transformation. And your soul already knows it. Aries, your fierce spark is being tempered, not extinguished. This reading found you for a reason. If you're an Aries, or if that bold, fiery drumbeat vibrates in your spirit, this is your map for the week ahead. Not to predict your fate, but to grant you permission to feel the crackling tension beneath your flame, to release what dims your true light, and to remember, even the fiercest fires need pause to sustain their brilliance. Subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to hear messages that aren't just from tarot, but from your own soul, whispered back to you through these sacred mirrors. The first card, Ace of Wands, reversed, your core energy. This week, Aries, you have always been the embodiment of that first spark, daring, decisive, and eager to charge forward. But this week, the spark sputters before it becomes a steady blaze. The reversed Ace of Wands catches you in that pregnant moment of hesitation, a pause pregnant with possibility. You might feel a restless energy swirling in your chest, urging you toward a new project, a bold conversation, or an inspired idea. Yet when you attempt to ignite, something holds you back. It could be the echo of a past disappointment, perhaps a venture that petered out despite your best efforts, whispering, "What if this fails too?" Or it could be the weight of unspoken expectations, from family, friends, or the inner voice that demands perfection. Imagine standing before a canvas as blank as fresh snow, brush in hand. You lift your arm, color awaits, but your brush hovers uncertainly, afraid of marring the void. In that hovering is your message. The tension between wanting to create and fearing imperfection is itself fertile ground. This week, rather than chastising yourself for not leaping in, honor the pause. Let it be the crucible where your intention refines itself. Sit quietly and place a hand over your heart. Breathe deeply 5 times, noticing each inhale fan the embers of passion, each exhale release self-doubt. Journal for 10 minutes on the question, what is the smallest action I can take today to tender my spark? Perhaps it's drafting a headline, sketching an outline, or sending a tentative email. By tending this gap between thought and action, you transform hesitation into an ally. One that ensures your flame, once ignited, will burn with clarity and purpose. Take a moment to let that image settle. The second card, 3 of Pentacles, reversed, your deepest challenge. Your independent streak is legendary, Aries. You tackle challenges head-on, rarely asking for backup. Yet the reversed 3 of Pentacles highlights the hidden cost of going it alone. Even the strongest forge needs multiple hands to craft a masterpiece. This week, you may find yourself shouldering more responsibilities than you can bear. Perhaps because you believe no one else matches your vision, or because past experiences taught you that help often disappoints. But isolation breeds burnout faster than any external obstacle. When you pull back into solitary work, you cut yourself off from fresh perspectives, surprising insights, and the simple uplift of shared joy. Picture an artisan's workshop. Each craftsman brings a specialty. One shapes the wood, another polishes the metal, another fine-tunes the detail. Together, they produce a work no single hand could achieve alone. If you've withdrawn into a lonely tower, this reversal invites you down. Identify one area where you can relinquish control. It might be logistics, research, or even the small but tedious tasks you dread. Make a list of 3 people whose skills or perspectives you respect. Reach out today to ask for a short brainstorming session or a quick review. Notice how each moment of vulnerability rewrites your narrative from "I must do this alone" to "we are stronger together." As your load lightens, your creative reserves refill, and your spark gets the oxygen it needs. Take a moment to sense what shifts. The third card, 6 of Cups, reversed, your internal call to action. The reverse 6 of Cups often surfaces when old memories begin to dictate our present choices. Aries, your heart's forward drive can at times collide with longing for simpler days, when hopes were untouched by disillusionment. Yet nostalgia, while sweet, can obscure the path ahead. This week, you may catch yourself replaying formative scenes, childhood triumphs that once fueled you, or early wounds that still echo in your chest. The question isn't to eradicate memory, but to sift through it, keeping what nourishes growth, releasing what roots you in outdated patterns. Imagine a storied garden. Ancient trees shade the ground, their roots tangled with decades of fallen leaves. Some roots feed new shoots, others choke fresh blooms. Your task is to gently untangle, asking, which belief from your past still serves your highest potential? Which habitual thought, I must prove myself, I'm only as good as my last success, needs to be composted and transformed into fertilizer for new growth? Practical steps. Write a letter to your younger self, acknowledging both pain and possibility. Then ritually release it, burn it safely, or cast it into flowing water, symbolizing your readiness to move beyond. By honoring your history without being bound by it, you clear space for new chapters. Your inner child learns you are safe to evolve. Take a moment to honor what surfaces. The fourth card, Six of Wands, reversed, clarity, light, and reward. Your victories ignite real joy, Aries, but only when they align with your soul's purpose rather than external approval. The reversed Six of Wands reminds you that applause can be intoxicating, but ultimately hollow if you chase it at the expense of authenticity. This week, pay attention to the subtle distinction between recognition sought and recognition felt. You might post an achievement on social media expecting affirmation, only to find the likes fewer than hoped. Instead of spiraling into self-critique, ask, what would it feel like to celebrate quietly, just between you and your heart? How can you acknowledge your progress in a way that doesn't hinge on others' responses? Try this exercise. Each evening, light a candle and speak out loud one achievement, no matter how small, followed by, I honor this in myself. Let the candle's flame mirror your inner glow, constant and self-sustaining. In the silence that follows external cheering, discover the resonance of personal pride. That resonance is a more faithful fuel for your fire than any fleeting applause. Take a moment to feel that recognition. The fifth card, Ace of Pentacles, your journey forward, having explored the subtle frictions of your spark, the weight of solitary craftsmanship, the pull of nostalgia, and the emptiness of hollow triumphs. The Ace of Pentacles arrives as a blessing of earth and substance. Here lies your chance to plant something that will endure, not with the sweep of grand gestures, but with the patience of daily care. Visualize a single seed in your palm, small, unassuming, yet rich with potential. Grounded in self-awareness and tempered confidence, you are ready to cultivate this seed into something fruitful. It could manifest as a steady income stream, a creative project that sustains you, or simply a renewed sense of bodily well-being, feeling safe, supported, and at home in your skin. Ask yourself, what concrete action can I take today, no matter how small, to honor this opportunity? How will I tend this seed daily? Perhaps through balanced meals, brief moments of mindful breathing, or a short walk barefoot on grass or earth. By merging Aries' pioneering fire with the gardener's patience, you create a synergy that both ignites and sustains. Your journey forward honors the entire alchemy of being. Spark, pause, collaboration, memory, self-recognition, and grounded action. Take a moment to envision your first step. This week isn't about extinguishing your fire, it's about refining how you wield it. You're learning to honor the pause that forgives imperfection, to let others share your load without dimming your glow, to untangle the roots that no longer serve, to cultivate inner applause, and to plant seeds with devoted care. Even if part of you fears that rest equals weakness, remember, balance is true power. A flame tended with wisdom will outshine any blaze left to rage unchecked. If this message stirred something within, leave a comment, not for likes, but as a vow to yourself. I will honor my fire with mindful, devoted care. With unwavering love and support, always.